Hello and welcome to my channel, LB Plans. My name is Elle, and today I'm doing a budget with me. This is my paycheck for November 30th, which is my first check for the month of December. I do kind of a bullet journal style paycheck, so I'm using my cloth and paper grid notebook, spiral bound. I don't know when I got this, but I just enjoyed using it as a budget bullet journal. So I am making my spread, so to speak, right? I like to separate my bills. So I have the bills that I normally list what my joint bills are, and then my sinking funds, expenses, and do a cash breakdown. If you haven't seen my December budget with me for the month, I will link it up above, and that'll give you an idea of the income that I am working with and my categories that I need to pay. I did get a new calculator. It's hit or miss sometimes. I have to get used to the buttons, but it is better than my old calculator. However, like I said, there's some things I have to get used to. Plus, it's really big. So I was trying to calculate and make sure what my income was. I made some changes in how my direct deposit hits this particular account that I normally live out of this account. So this is my main checking account where all of my bills and my expenses come out. Then I have two other accounts that other money goes into for different reasons. This check I will be getting, I estimate 2,695. I am salary, so it doesn't change. But my son will be contributing $162 on this check because he has to pay his car insurance and his cell phone bill. And look, those are the only two bills that he pays, and he's 20 going on 21. So it is what it is. I am super excited that the electric bill went down. It's not as hot here in Florida right now, so our electric bill was 152. So my husband and I split our four walls. So that includes anything that keeps our four walls going, our mortgage, our rent, our electricity, and so forth. So out of this check, the only two bills that go to my joint account are the electric and utility. So that's why I kind of put like a little carrot to show what I need to transfer over to that account, which is 116 because our utility bill was like $79. So I just rounded it up to 40. Other bills for me, which would be the Accolade, that's my son's rent. Amazon, that's my subscription for Amazon. Chase is my other subscriptions that I have, and T-Mobile is our cell phone bill. Expenses is what I dedicate that goes into the cash envelope. So those are grocery, eating out, my kids, the younger two, Caleb and Zoe, and then fun and gas. And so I try to do the same amounts in this category every pay period. Wait one moment. Shout out to my snowman coffee mug. I got that from the Target dollar spot, and it's actually two mugs that stack on top of each other. They're so cute because it makes a snowman. I forgot I was drinking tea, and that is the Tavana apple cider tea. Oh my God, it's delicious. Oh my God, just with a little bit of honey. Okay, I'm sidetracked. All right. So for my expenses, they total $580. When I first totaled it up, I had 530 because I forgot to add something that's like, oh, that's what I did. For grocery, I put in 300 instead of 350. So I knew it was wrong when I wrote it down. Then that would leave. So when I take my total bills, which are 1378 and 580, and subtract that from the income that I have of $2,857, that leaves me a wonderful $899 for sinking funds. I am going to find a dollar somewhere. Don't worry about it because that is just annoying. That is annoying, but $899 is what I have left. So then I do my typical sinking funds. I'm going to see if I can zoom in just a little bit closer. And I cannot. So let's just go down my sinking funds. I have Blue Green, which is going to get $15. Car maintenance, which is going to get $25. Car insurance, it is going to get $250, but I am going to put that in my Alley account, so I won't be getting cash out for that. Costco's is $75. HOA for my homeowners association will be $5. However, I think my husband is going to also give me 15 for his portion. So when I cash stuff, I may be cash stuffing $20, but we'll see. We don't count money until we receive it, right? Sapphire fee, which is due in April, I'm going to put $10 in there. LB plans as I need supplies and so forth. I'm going to put $20 in there, which has been very useful. I don't, I've enjoyed it. Let's see, for New Year's, which is a new sinking fund that I came up with this year, I'm going to put $20 in there for New Year's. And then I have my savings challenges. Everything in this category, I just consider it part of a savings challenge. So I'm starting an 80 envelope challenge, which I'm putting $145 in. I am going to continue the penny challenge and I'm trying to knock that out. So I'm going to contribute $172 to that because I want to take the penny challenge and the 80 envelope challenge combined. I think the 80 envelope will give me 3,080 and the penny challenge will give me 670 something. So if I combine those, I want to put that money towards my property taxes. And I'm also putting extra money in for property taxes because they did go up and I have until April. My husband and I have to April to pay them. Class of 2021 is 2021. Class of 2025 and 2027 are both getting $21. In the new year, I will be adding class of 2031 because the diva shall not be left out and she plans on doing it big and I don't blame her since she is the last kid. So it is what it is. Now I go into my cash breakdown. So I'm just going to go over the categories that I'm going to pull cash out for. I'm making a note for the alley. So I remember not. That is so funny. I did that to remember not to put it down here and I still put it down there. I had to white it out later. But these are the envelopes these are the categories that I'm going to pull cash out to stuff. In my cash stuffing, which will be coming up in probably a few days or so. I like to do my budget a couple days once I know everything is solid, and then I will get the cash out on the 30th itself, and then I will record that video and have it uploaded probably on the 30th. So stay tuned for that. But ideally, when I take out cash, I like to take out cash in the concept of trying to get the smallest amount with the smallest amount of bills with the exception of grocery. I don't like kind of having $100 bill for groceries. Ideally, I would prefer to have 50 being the largest bills just because when I go into the grocery store, that's where I have the biggest problem. And I found out that when I have $100 bills, I will swipe and then put the money back because I just don't like the feel of when you give the cashiers larger bills now, they just look at you all weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just tripping. So I like to break down my bills in smaller amounts. But if I'm putting something into a savings challenge or a sinking funds, then I would do the largest bills possible. So that's why it's kind of reflected kind of everywhere of how I break out my bills. So I will be going for grocery for smaller bills. So mostly I'll be doing $250 and $50 bills and then 120s. I just feel comfortable that way. Eating out will be in all 20s. Caleb and Zoe both get a $10 bill and a five. I'm just totaling up to make sure that I know how much I'm supposed to have, and it's supposed to be $1,229. And I always calculate it twice because let me tell you, my fingers just aren't what they used to be. I'm just so used to a 10 key touch as well. So let's make sure that that is 1,229. It is. Okay. I'm not crazy. So I wanted to make sure I have the total here. So when I count the bills and do the bill total, that I have exactly what I need because that's a real thing. So like I said, grocery, eating out, Caleb, Zoe, gas, everything at this point is I'm just trying to keep the bills as big as possible with the exception of grocery and eating out because there's no need to have $100 bill for eating out, right? So As a side note, December used to be the worst month for me budget wise. And I am just like extremely proud of myself because it took a lot of patience and a lot of sticking with the process to make December months not be hectic. And that's one thing I would say is a perk of doing zero based budgeting and doing cash stuffing is you're allotting that money for future usage. And so when that time comes, you're not scrambling. Like I've shared before, I remember the turning point year for me with budgeting was when Christmas came around. My husband and I pretty much put Christmas all on credit. And it felt so wrong. And it made January a horrible month because now rent's due, right? Like you got to pay for all of those expenses. So if you're on the fence and you want to give it a try, do it. Give it a try, stick with it, keep changing, making the numbers work, change your budget. It doesn't have to be solid, written in stone, it can have breathing room. But I will guarantee once you get into the flow of it, it will change your life. It will change how you view your finances. You're going to have money all of a sudden that you didn't think that you had because you're allocating it for certain things. And that is just the aha moment for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me, please leave them down in the description box below. Until my next video, you guys take care. Bye.